Hi everyone, this video is about Filipinas dating way down and foreign men dating way up. Pardon me while I readjust myself. That's the gist of this video. Um, my wife and I have a 14-year age difference. In the beginning when we started to talk, I was a little self-conscious about that, but she was okay with it. And I justified it in the fact that she was in her mid-30s and I was in my late 40s. I wasn't taking advantage of a 19 or a 20-year-old. Okay, that's enough about my relationship, but I just want to let you know where I was coming from. The most extreme cases I've seen, I know this guy indirectly. He's 72 years old and he's engaged to a 20-year-old. But there's 40-year age differences, 35-year age differences all the time. The guys who were doing that to the girls are pieces of shit. The parents of the young girls are bigger pieces of shit, because if I had a 22-year-old daughter and some 60-year-old was trying to marry her or go out with her or whatever, I'd slam the brakes on that real quick. I mean, I would slam the brakes on it real quick, come hella high water. Both of them would be hearing it, and that's the nicest thing to say, is that they would hear it from me. I'd be irate if I was the father of a 20-year-old and she was dating some 62-year-old who's just getting his Social Security. Now, these Filipino women, they're very pretty and they're very sweet and they're very forgiving and all that. So you can see why a foreign guy would say, I'm going to go out with a woman who's 35 years younger than me and she's very pretty and nice. Of course, you're looking for a pretty woman, and then when you can't get it up anymore, you're looking for somebody to take care of you. Wipe the baby food off your mouth. And that's the truth. It's a little hard to swallow. And I hope anyone, and there's been a few people that have disagreed with my videos, I hope they message me, because I'd love to publicly debate you. Getting back to the video after that rant, there are families of 19, 20, 21-year-olds or even younger that will allow their child to marry somebody wealthy because they're very poor. They have grass roofs, they sleep on tin metal, I mean, just the worst things. So they're hoping, and this is the truth, they're hoping to get a few bucks out of the foreigner. A few bucks buys a lot there. A few dollars goes a long way in the Philippines. And that's why a lot of families will allow these young women to go out with guys who are old enough to be their grandfather, and that's no exaggeration. Go back to my relationship. I knew that was not the case with my wife. I knew I was not going to be expected to give a cent to anyone. It hasn't been the case. We've been married for a little while now. Nobody's asked. If they've asked my wife, she's done a good job at keeping it secret from me, because I would hit the roof and come back. But it's not only money. It's not only the families who want a few bucks. There's an allure of dating foreigners. There's a lure of white skin. That's the truth. Foreigners and white skin. White skin goes a long way. So even if you're a 25-year-old and some 63-year-old guy from America or Italy or whatever wants to date you, they're thinking this: even if the guy doesn't have a lot of money, he's light-skinned, he won't cheat on me like Filipino men. Filipino men have a big reputation for cheating. I don't know. I don't know. Haven't seen it, but I don't know many people over there. But there is a reputation that foreigners don't cheat. But also there's a status with dating a foreigner, and there is a possibility, even if he isn't Rockefeller, that he will spread a few bucks around. And I think that's what American women look for. Actually, they look for a guy who makes a lot of money. My father always said to me, be careful, when you're dating someone, if they start asking you a lot of questions about your money and your finances. And I think that's the case. I think that's the case in America. I think women in America, they will marry. We've seen it in America, where a woman who's young and good looking dates some raggedy old bag of raisins. But it's very, very, very commonplace in the Philippines, and it happens 100 times. For every time in America that it happens 100 times there. I don't agree with it. I get turned off by it. I think it's disgusting, but it's a fact, and it is the way it is. Anyway, I'm over because I'm on a rant. Thank you.